Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. Glam Me Up Girl here at the International Institute of Aesthetic Arts and Beauty, having our weekly Wednesday webinar. Today's webinar is going to be talking about the medical side of aesthetics. A lot of interest has recently came about with individuals who are really interested in doing more of the medical type procedures when it comes to aesthetics, such as Botox, fillers, lasers, other injectables, body contouring, and potentially laser resurfacing, IPL, and tattoo removal, just to name a few. There are so many different services out there now that you can get that are pretty phenomenal. Today's webinar is being administered by a nurse practitioner. And what she is doing something known as the PBD thread. This is a company that specializes in threading, and basically they take small increments of little threads that are filled with all sorts of kinds of ingredients to help give a slight lift to someone who has sagging skin, fine lines, and wrinkles. So she's going through with a little injector and literally infusing the skin with those little threads in order to help lift the skin if it's sagging, and then it also helps with aging. So these are some of the procedures that you could potentially be doing as a quote-unquote esthetician who does medical services. There's really no such thing as a medical esthetician. However, there are services as an esthetician that you can do if you are covered under a doctor. So she's just infusing little micro threads with tons of ingredients into the skin, and it gives the skin a glow. It helps with sagging, and then it also is going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. This particular segment was at one of our field trips. As you guys know, we're big on field trips. So this particular segment was when we went to the aesthetic medical professional open house last week, and they had all of these medical type procedures going on that were being administered by actual medical professionals. So there's kind of a couple of ways. The first way you can start to do medical services as an esthetician in the state of Texas is taking classes and certifications, right? So you can go take an injector class, a filler class, a Botox class. You can become a laser tech, anything like that. But then from there, you have to take it a step further and get an actual medical licensed professional, such as an MD or someone who can cover you under their licensure should you have any hiccups. My suggestion, because I have a few students who want to go that route, is to get as much practice as you can. Don't take one Botox, one filler class and think you're going to be out here in these streets mastering things. No. Make sure you take as many classes, get as many certifications, get as much knowledge, as much education as you can in that particular field or service that you want to offer before offering it to someone. The other way is to just get trained. Go work somewhere where they're offering the services and ask them, the person who you're gonna be held under their licensure, to train you. That way you have the medical professional there with you. You're getting extensive training, and you're getting a training on the machines and modalities that you're going to be using. Typically, when you go to a training, you're not going to use the same machine or product or syringe or needle or whatever that you were trained on, because everybody has their preferences, right? So just like when you're in school, we use Dermalogica. When you get out of school, you may use every other line but Dermalogica. So it really just depends on the preference. But the two ways is to take different certifications and classes, get it on your own, and then find someone that's willing to cover you under their licensure. And then the other way is just to go work directly for someone. So you're already covered under their licensure and they're training you on the actual tools, implements, services that you will be doing. The pros and cons to each: going somewhere else means you're going to be more versatile, right? If you go get it on your own and go to all these different places, you're going to have that much more knowledge on the various machines. Whereas if you go to one place, typically it's just going to be the knowledge on that machine. So there's always going to be pros and cons to each, but medical services is an avenue. A lot of people are looking to it because we're in a very youthful, wanting to look society where no one wants to age. They don't want a wrinkle, they don't want sagging, they don't want a lot of characteristics that come with getting older, right? Gaining weight, having sagging skin, having fine lines and wrinkles, having crow's feet around your eyes, age spots, pigmentation, all the things that happen just over the wear and tear of life can now be either corrected or prevented. So there's a lot of options for you as an esthetician while you're in the state of Texas. But again, just get the proper education, go through the correct channels, and make sure, please, for everyone's sake, that you know what you're doing, that you've been trained correctly, and that you've worked on enough people under supervision before actually going out here in these streets and working on people. It's a disservice to yourself, to the industry, and the people that you work on if you're not qualified, educated, and trained to do certain things, but you're out here doing it anyways. And a lot of people are. I just like to be transparent. So make sure you do your due diligence, because your license is on the line, someone's health and life is on the line. And then as an industry, it doesn't look very good for people to be doing services that they are not qualified to do. But yes, the medical aesthetics field is an avenue you can go down. It's very lucrative depending on what you want to do. There's a lot of money to be made, a lot of job opportunity to be had. It just has to be done the correct way in order to maintain the integrity of the industry, the integrity of your license, and then the health and wellness of the client, right? Because we want to help enhance beauty. We don't want to be doing things to where we're causing I can't even talk, counter reactions that could have lasting damage. As usual, thank you for chiming in, International Institute of Aesthetic Arts and Beauty. Our next class is going to be June 25th. It is a Tuesday. If you're interested in a full-time aesthetic / nail or esthetician and manicuring program, please feel free to contact us at 469-289-2837. You can also email us at info@iioaab.education. You can do a school tour with the link that's located on our website at www.iioaab.education. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can hit us up on our social media. Like us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll have some other stuff that we're going to get back up and running. Our Twitter, which is now X, Pinterest, and a couple of other social media avenues that we will offer. So that way there's plenty of opportunity for you to reach out to us. Our TikTok, should you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or just want an overview of the school. Our evening program will start July 30th, 2024. That will run 5:30 to 9:30 Tuesday through Friday. Our day program runs 10 a.m. to 4:30 Tuesday through Friday each week. So if you're interested in any of our programs, again, feel free to contact us. As always, stay well, stay healthy, and God bless.